Welcome to Thought. I almost said Thoughts with CP. I meant to say Starts with CP. That is how out of sorts I am. Now, granted, as we're recording this, I'm looking at a very cute cat paw up on my wall stool, and I think he won't make a noise. I never know with this cat. He's a diva and he knows it, and he's a diva and he knows it. And so I never know with this cat whether he'll make a noise or not. But we might as well record while we still have quiet. But what Danielle and I wanted to discuss today on Starts with CP, which will be dropped on Monday, we wanted to discuss the election of all things and how we feel about the election. And as we were recording the artwork of CP yesterday, I hear my stepmom pick up the phone, and she's on the phone with my stepsister, and she goes, "Is this real?" I didn't even know what was going on at this point. Danielle didn't even know what was going on at this point. So by the time we finished recording yesterday, which was November 7th, apparently we had a president of the United States. And I tell you, if Donald Trump was going to be elected and put back in office again, and I was ready, and I told my stepmom this, I was ready to call my financial advisor and say, you have got to find me a private health insurance plan now, because I was so, and I don't care what you do and how you get me on it, I don't care at this point, because I was so freaked out. I was so freaked out that my health insurance was going to walk away. I had a plan in my head to whoever was going to be in the White House the next term. I was going to either get private health insurance and do long-term Medicaid that way, or stay on Obamacare. Well, look at me, I get to stay on Obamacare, because that was my biggest fear, is that a certain president was going to take my health insurance away. And of course, I need health insurance. We all need health insurance. And so that was my biggest fear. But I am so relieved that it swung the other direction. And I am so relieved that I don't have to make that phone call to get private health insurance. But we shall see. We shall see if Joe Biden can clean up this mess that a certain person left in the White House. And we shall see whether Joe Biden treats the disabled and number two, I was moving anyway. I was moving. I was going to hide somewhere. First of all, I was going to hide somewhere if the president we have now got back in office, because I was moving anyway. But first, after the move, I was going to hide for about a week and not tell you guys. But yeah, I was pretty much packing my bags and going to hide. And so after I made the phone call about health insurance, but it will be interesting to see what Joe Biden does for people with disabilities, because um, he has a disability himself. Someone nicely just pointed that one out to me the other day. They go, well, do you realize he himself has a speech impediment? So, because he stutters. And so, as I said yesterday during the artwork of CP, and yes, you guys, if you guys listen to Ask Win, you guys need to go listen to the artwork of CP. That has something to do with this. Even though it's a completely different episode, we, us as a human society, follow people that talk like us, walk like us, um, yeah, talk like us, walk like us, act like us, have the same moral and religious values like us. So why not put a president in office that has a disability to begin with, and maybe he'll be a little bit more kind? Maybe? I don't know. I truly don't know. Danielle, do you want to say anything else?
I am happy that you are awesome.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think we all are that someone is out of office as of January 20th, and the yippee skippy. I don't even think, because I watched it a little bit on Facebook. I don't even think the president we have now made a remark on what's going on. I just think he was so busy on the golf course um, that I don't even think he made a remark that was what's going on. So I am really, 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 really happy about what is happening. I just hope that Joe Biden picks up the pace for people with disabilities. And I just hope that Joe Biden saves Obamacare. Otherwise, I can get private health insurance if I needed to in 2 seconds flat. But I just hope Joe Biden saves Obamacare to the best of his abilities. And yes, I'm on Obamacare, but yes, I think it should be called Joe Biden care, because that's who we're dealing with right now. And so I just hope that, as I said, and I sorry to repeat this 1,000 times, but I just hope Joe Biden deals with the disabled in a compassionate way that Donald Trump did not. And that's all I'll say about that. And if
Yeah.
you
Uh,
do not,
Stay with you.
well, she agrees with me.
Yeah.
I know she agrees with me. And if you guys do not like or stance on politics, that's fine. You can go subscribe somewhere else. That's fine. I just have to put that disclaimer out there that this is a political episode. Or you can skip this episode completely and move on. Move on. I have 13,000 episodes or more than that now. And so
Yeah. We are now. See how
okay, 1,500 episodes. Okay, I think that you guys can find something that makes you happy. And could we please, because when I checked this morning, could we please, even though I love you guys in California, I need my East Coast fan base to pick it up. I need there's two things I need. Number one, my East Coast fan base to pick it up. And number two, I need to spread the peanut butter and jelly across all the platforms. Thank you very much. Pandora, Deezer, Garner, Player FM, Amazon Smart Speaker, and Google Smart Speaker, and I need you guys to equal it out because I keep seeing Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Do you guys not know how to work Amazon Smart Speaker? And do you guys not know how to work a Google Smart Speaker? I know I'm on TuneIn. I know I'm on TuneIn, and I'm eventually going to get Amazon skill slash Google action. And so, yeah, you guys got to do Danielle and I a favor. Spread the peanut butter and jelly just a little bit. Take it off Apple Podcasts, you guys. I know that half of the world has iPhones. Danielle and I do. Danielle and I have iPhones, but we're on the Mac ecosystem all the way. We'll be on the Mac ecosystem until the day we can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but I personally don't use Apple Podcast because even though I'm on an iPhone, I don't use Apple Podcast. Apple Podcast is only on my computer when I am too lazy to open it up, or when I need to open it up in an emergency case. I use Pocket Cast personally, and so would you guys quit handing everyone Apple Podcast, especially the Android users? Because the Android users are not going to be playing nicely with Apple Podcast. So if you hand a Android user a icky piece of chocolate, and well, I shouldn't have used that term. What's the least favorite fruit? If you hand a Android user the Apple Podcast link saying, "Try my white chocolate fondue," and they're going to put their phone in the fondue, get it all dirty, and then not be able to play your podcast. Do you like that analogy? Yes. And so if you hand Apple Podcast out, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. I mean, half the world, I have aides that use Androids and aides that use iPhones and people that use Amazon smart speakers and people that have terrible Wi-Fi connections and people that are trying to consume podcasts. But if you guys as content creators say, well, here's my Apple Podcast link, go like and subscribe and leave a review and all that good stuff, the Android users are going to say, great. Now, where's our marshmallow with the chocolate? And so it's like, yeah, because all in all, these cell phones nowadays are equally the price. $1,000 to Samsung, $1,000 to Apple. And so if you guys keep handing the Apple podcast link, I would recommend you hand people your website, whether it's Buzzsprout, Podbean, Libsyn, who we are on, and I would, all these podcast sites do great things. We do about the same things, and so if you hand people your podcast site, or better yet, just say, give me your phone. Give me your phone. And then just say, ask them point blank, what subject matter would you like to learn about? And whether it's finances, cooking, or job searching. And yeah. And so it drives me bananas when you guys hand me personally the Apple Podcast link and go say, here, Win, here's the Apple Podcast link. I'm like, no. It's easier for people to go to your podcast website, Blueberry, Libsyn, Podbean, Buzzsprout, and then they get to decide what they want to play it on. Do not block people from playing your podcast. Did I make that clear enough? Do not block people from playing your podcast. And that's all I'll say about that too, because and I know that YouTube is a little bit easier, and I know that podcasts are starting to be apparent on YouTube, and I know that podcasts are appearing on the Amazon smart speaker, and I know that they're appearing on Google's Homes and everything else. But let the society choose on how to which they want to listen to your podcast. And all and just let them know or myself know what you guys want us to cover. I'm happy to do a solo episode on Ask Win. I haven't done that in a long time. I'm happy to do what you guys want me to do. I mean, this podcast is now yours. You're my fan base, and it's exploding. because of me being on other people's podcast interviews that now it's exploding. And by the time I get to the other end, I will explain to you guys in the next couple weeks what the other end is going to look like. I just have to wait until things get a little bit solidified here, and then I will explain to you guys. So, Danielle, do you think we should do a life update next week, or do you think we should do what to buy teachers, what to buy podcasters, what to buy caregivers? Yes, I have to throw caregivers in because I have a lot of them myself, and then I also know a lot of the disabled community that has caregivers. And so, what do you
Yeah. Yeah. Eh, eh, oh, more the
I
holidays.
know, I know, I know, I know. I'm trying I'm trying to avoid the holidays. I'm trying to avoid the holidays. You guys, somehow my tree disappeared. I don't know how I'm gonna get one back. Somehow my tree disappeared and and maybe stuck in the garage. I don't know. I think that it ended up getting so messed up last year that we just decided to throw the dang thing out and get a new one. So I don't know. I'm trying to first of all, I have to figure out what I'm actually doing for Thanksgiving. Yes, thank you, Mr. Pandemic, for messing that all up. It messed me up. It messed Danielle up. It messed all of you guys up. So
Yeah.
we have to figure that one out, and then we have to figure out what we're doing for Christmas, and God forbid I say Christmas on the podcast. Oh my goodness. And then we have to figure out what we're doing for 2021. And God forbid I said 2021 on this podcast. I know, like me, you want 2021 to be here. You want 2021 to be here. And so, yeah, and I want 2021 to be the icky stuff is going to be over. And yes, I think I told you guys this. Um, so we're doing the Christmas shopping list publicly on the next 3 episodes, you guys. Then we're doing a life update. And by then I should have more information on what's happening to me. And so, and then we're just rolling into 2021. And so I feel like 2021 is going to be a good, strong year for all of us. Yippee, I finally get diagnosed with the appropriate diagnosis after 33 years, and now people are concerned that I have to battle another doctor and they don't want me necessarily on asthma medication. That's the big concern right there because I have cerebral palsy on top of soon to be asthma and, well, asthma. And even though it's undiagnosed asthma, it's still asthma. But I am trying, you guys. I'll try and I'll try, and if I need to get diagnosed and go on that journey, I did it as a witness. I didn't know that, well, I knew asthma was gonna be genetic. And so I did it as a witness, but I didn't know I was going to get it myself. But that's that's the price I pay. I don't think I don't think my weakened lungs have that much to do with cerebral palsy. I think they have more to do with asthma than they do CP related. But we'll see. We'll see what the pulmonologist says. And then if the pulmonologist says you need to get out of high altitudes completely, we'll make a plan as it stands. But everyone, please spread the peanut butter and jelly. And please just listen to my podcast wherever you see fit. And we will see you guys. Well, I will see you guys throughout the week. I will see you guys throughout the week, and then we will catch you guys later. Thank you for joining us.
No, that I will be out of days.
Oh, you smart cookie. You smart cookie. I forgot to say that. As of January, will be out on Tuesday. Well, oh, you smart cookie. I said, Danielle, you do you, when she comes up with this plan. Okay, Ask Win will be out on Tuesdays starting this week, you guys. So we're not going to make it a bonus episode. We are not going, we're just, because it's because we have a backlog and we still have content until 2021. Don't worry about that. That is mainly the same. And then it's just because Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be starts with CP and then the interview. And so, yeah, I'm giving you guys as much content as I can right now. So when I do fall off the planet, aka jump inside a moving bucket to go hide, jump inside a moving bucket to go hide, and God, if I jump inside a moving bucket, I just don't want you guys to be wondering where the podcast is, and so that's why I'm giving you as much content as I can. And so if I have to jump inside a moving truck, and good grief, I will not, knowing me and knowing them, I will get down to my house, and I say down to my house, and the internet won't be set up. Knowing them, the internet won't be set up. And so I'm like, oh, that is why I did this on accident, you guys. I didn't do this on purpose because of a move, but I'm happy I did. Bad content. Yeah. But Ask the Wind will be out on Tuesday, says Danielle, the smart cookie said. Well, apparently I played and I don't Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Danielle was afraid who took her vitamins this morning, and I apparently don't know enough to tell you guys that. Well, that's that. So anyway, so please spread the peanut butter and jelly on Ask Win and the artwork of CP and the amazing Voices of Teachers, even though that one is a little defunct right now. But that's on hiatus just because I have too much stuff going on. As soon as I get to my office with a door, I will be hunkered down in that office creating content, and I'll even, because I found one the other day and someone has to grab me it, but I even found a door knocker that literally says recording on it, and I will someone has to help me and do a sign for me or do a door knocker or something, because my ultimate goal is to get a office no matter where I am. This open floor plan does not work for me and does not work for content creation. And I will leave it at that. So no matter where I am, no matter what state I am, whether it's Colorado or somewhere else, I will have, from now on out, I will have a office with a door that you can close and open, and people have to come and find me, and then it will all be good for you guys. And next week we'll be doing what to get teachers, and then what to get podcasters, because yeah, I have a few ideas, and then what to get caregivers, because that, and I am, then we're going to be doing the Thanksgiving episode and the life update in between, and then um slowing it into 2021, kicking it into gear in 2021. So bye, you guys, and thank you for following us. And we will see you guys next week. And I'll see you guys throughout the week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be dropping Ask Win. And so you go through and listen to Ask Win, and I'll share as much as I can with social media, the interviews I'm going to be on, and I'll do all that. So you guys do you, and just support people with disabilities. And thanks, you guys, for following us. Bye, you guys.
Bye.